In this episode, get ready for the culinary exploration into the forbidden realm of Indian cuisine, the taboo, the outlawed, the street foods that could land you in jail. But before all that, let's back up. In the mosaic of Indian cultures, food isn't all just about flavor.
Have people here always eaten beef?
Yes, we prefer beef and pork.
It's a passage through traditions, beliefs, and culinary contradictions.
I've heard in some states, if you are caught killing a cow, you can actually go to jail.
Forget about going to jail, some even kill those people.
Across 28 states, over 780 languages, and 2,000 plus ethnic groups, what may be a delicacy in one region of India might stir up controversy elsewhere.
This is a full singer restaurant, the pork specialty.
Today, we'll shine a light on the cultures that often get overlooked. Welcome to the dark side of Indian cuisine. From a forbidden meat deemed unsafe and banned across entire states,
Rabbit dishes is mostly available in Toddy shops only in Kerala.
to a mouth-watering stew with a protein that's been rejected by one of India's most powerful communities.
We usually consume about 8 to 10 kilos of beef on a daily basis here.
Get ready for some of the most taboo foods in India. Right here in Kochi, Kerala. In the great saga of forbidden foods in India, beef is usually what comes to mind. India, being predominantly Hindu, has about 20 out of its 28 states giving the cold shoulder to this protein. Cows and bulls hold a revered status in Hinduism, while in religions like Jainism and Buddhism, there's a tradition of respecting these animals, resulting in their non-consumption, except of course, in Kerala. In this corner of Kochi, beef gets a hall pass, showing up in delightful forms, like in our first divisive meal of the day. Say hello to the beef roll.
1905 എൻ്റെ ഗ്രാൻഡ്ഫാദറായിട്ട് തുടങ്ങി ഓരോ തലമുറയും അതിനനുസരിച്ച് മെയിൻറ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്തിരുന്നു.
Born from Kerala's classic beef ulatiyartu curry that usually sides up with the paratha bread. But here in this 117-year-old kitchen,
നമ്മൾ ഒരു സാധാ ബേസ് റേറ്റ് ഇട്ടിരുന്നു. പിന്നെ വർഷങ്ങളായിട്ടുള്ളൊരു വിശ്വാസം ജനങ്ങൾക്ക്.
the owner thought, hey, what if we wrap the paratha around that curry? Then, boom, a brand new dish emerged, one that became viral and has been flying off the shelves for over the last 6 months. Guys, this here is the magic of rebranding. Start with maida, or white flour dough balls. Roll them out and execute a smart fold, the secret behind that incredible flakiness. After a 10-minute siesta, roll out the dough once more and throw it onto a piping hot flat top. Sprinkle a dash of ghee and flip. Once golden brown, stack the breads together and crush for even more flakiness. Now for the pièce de résistance, beef ulartiyatu curry, made from beef cubes, tons of onions, coconut milk, and a secret spice blend. Marry the two entities in wrap-like fashion and serve. The flaky, freshly baked paratha is a texture magician, crisp, layered, and as pillowy as a cloud's belly. Then you've got the beef curry, heavenly spiced beef cubes that infuse our doughy sidekick with its rich, flavorful essence. It's so good, it'll make you temporarily forget about the beef ban, until you venture beyond state lines, that is. In the world of Indian slaughterhouses, tales of questionable hygiene and meat-borne hazards are like urban legends. Rabbits in particular took the brunt of it, landing themselves in a sticky mess back in 2014. India's food regulating authority red-carded the slaughtering of rabbits, along with the likes of dogs, cats, and camels in Kerala. The rabbit ban was lifted a few years ago, but that doesn't mean that Thumper doesn't still get the side eye. So today, brace yourselves as we uncover one of the most controversial proteins in Kerala. Introducing Kerala's rabbit roast. Now, I've had my fair share of rabbit encounters in the Philippines.
It looks almost like chicken breast.
In Jamaica.
It's famous meat now on the block, you know.
Even in Vietnam.
Wow, that's really good.
I didn't think I'd like rabbit this much.
Most of the time, I had a drink in hand. And at this Kochi restaurant, it's no different. Welcome to Nettoor Toddy shop, where the drinks flow as freely as the stories from its 50-year-old walls.
ഷാപ്പിലെ ആളുകൾ
Rabbit roast or rabbit dishes is mostly available in Toddy shops only in Kerala. That's why to taste the rabbit, people come to Toddy shop.
Begin by adding diced up rabbit meat into a pan. Add water and spice it up with turmeric powder, salt, red chili powder, minced garlic, and mustard oil. Let everything cook for 10 minutes before adding dry chili powder, more salt, ginger garlic paste, sauteed onions, black pepper, and coriander powder. Let it cook for another 20 minutes until the juices evaporate. This dish just might be the reason they lifted the ban on rabbit. Because seriously, who could resist this? Especially if you're 6 drinks in. Some pieces of rabbit meat are tender and some are chewy, but both burst with wild flavors. And hey, if there's a small bone or two, consider it an unexpected crunch, just to keep things exciting. You've probably heard tales of people who wear masks to avoid inadvertently hurting microorganisms with their breath. These individuals follow Jainism, a religion that shuns all forms of violence. They won't touch meat, onions, garlic, or even root vegetables. According to them, plucking those hurts the plant. So, our next dish is a heavy stew that is their absolute sworn enemy. Sorry guys, meet buffalo Ishtu.
The stew is predominantly made by Syrian Christian families.
This stew is only rolled out for the big guns. You know, like birthdays, weddings, or just the regular I need some joy in my life kind of days.
Being a coastal state, seafood has its presence in the menu, but beef also has equal number of lovers, I must say, in the city. We see anywhere between 400 and 500 customers every day. We usually consume about 8 to 10 kilos of beef on a daily basis here.
To make it, start by heating up a few spoons of coconut oil. Add whole black peppercorns, star anise, cinnamon sticks, cardamom, green chilies, fresh ginger slices, and curry leaves. Then, our first non-permissible Jain ingredient, red onions. But hold on, if you've already dipped your toes in Jainism, these next few ingredients are definitely a no-no. Add carrots, potatoes, and the infamous beef. Complete with coconut milk that will turn this into a deliciously thick stew. Then serve in a clay pot alongside appam, a traditional rice batter pancake. Ishtu brings together the creamy, strong flavors of coconut milk with the robustness of buffalo meat, creating a taste that's both comforting and bold. Toss in those root vegetables, and it's a winter treat fit for a feast. It's the sort of stew that'll have you feeling pretty guilty for enjoying it way too much, especially if you're of the Jain persuasion. Let's talk about pork. It's a red flag for certain communities like Jewish, Muslim, and some Christian groups. But if you're a pork lover, this next dish will bring you to paradise.
This is a full singer restaurant, the pork specialties. Because this is metropolitan city, there is no any other restaurant for pork.
This spot serves up some of the most mouth-watering pork ribs you'll ever sink your teeth into in Kerala.
Mostly Christian community is eating in pork.
This pork-centric eatery has been sparking controversy within the local Islamic community for the past 3 years, while at the same time tantalizing the taste buds of everyone else. Their star dish, giant pork ribs that keep the meat eaters coming back for more.
Every day around now going 50, 60 kilo. So many people interesting because they don't have option for preparing in-house this pork ribs.
Step 1. Boil the ribs low and slow for 4 to 5 hours in turmeric-infused water. Step 2. The marinade. In a bowl, combine curd, olive oil, turmeric, onion powder, garlic powder, and sweet paprika powder. Step 3. Slather this goodness all over the boiled ribs. Step 4. Throw these saucy ribs on the grill for 15 to 20 minutes. Brushing on more marinade for that mouth-watering glaze. Plate and sprinkle with chili flakes and fresh coriander. Then serve with a side of carrot and onion salad. One bite of these ribs will make you forget about the hotbed of debate surrounding pork in Kerala, at least temporarily. The exterior glaze is so caramelized, it's like it's trying to sweet-talk your taste buds. And that meat, super tender. It practically falls off the bone, thanks to all that lovely fat, keeping it moist and happy. Oh, and the salad? There's not too much to say about the salad. It's just here for moral support. Rivers of clarified butter and seas of fried indulgences have caused quite a stir in Indian states like Punjab and Rajasthan, leading to a bold step, an unprecedented fast food ban to tackle the health crisis. These places must bid adieu to pizzas, burgers, and fizzy drinks in and around schools. While it might seem like a tragedy for my junk food-loving American soul, Kerala has come to the rescue. Welcome to the Grill Lab. the Zen master of fast food restaurants. And if you can't find your inner peace in this space, you might find it in their best-selling dish, the messy burger. It's the kind of messy that's a beautiful disaster waiting to be consumed. Kick things off by giving the burger bun a good buttery tan on the grill. While that's toasting away, introduce the star of the show, the patty. Here they use beef patties, a controversial protein in India, as we've discussed. Place a patty on the flat top and crack an egg beside it. Flip the beef, top it with pepper sauce, and a slice of cheddar cheese. Spread spicy mayo on both buns and stack our beef patty. But wait, there's more. Introduce a chicken fillet, egg washed and flour coated into hot oil and fry until it's crispy golden. Place it on the burger and unleash a cascade of toppings, basically every sauce in your cabinet. Then another slice of cheddar, the egg, extra bolognese sauce, cheese sauce, and a sprinkle of crushed nacho chips. Plate and serve with fries on the side. This creation is like an edible rebellion. The messy burger is a chaotic celebration, a wild medley of goodness crammed between two buns. If you think there's no such thing as too much of a good thing, then you've met your match. India is a fascinating blend of faiths and cultural quirks. Each region has its own set of culinary restrictions. But diving into these forbidden zones, well, that's how you really get under the skin of this incredible place. But after exploring Kerala's most controversial street foods, it's time to select that one dish that's worth bending the rules for. Was it the taboo beef rolls, the illegal rabbit stew, the non-permissible buffalo ishtu, the haram pork ribs, or the sinful messy burger? Today's standout for me was the buffalo ishtu. Its flavors are rich and layered. So how about you? Which one of these would you try? Drop a comment downstairs below to share your pick. And for more indulgent feast for your senses, be sure to subscribe to Best Ever Food India. Elevate your style with our brand new clothing collection. Rock out in our threads, feel the thrill of culinary adventures, and celebrate with us in style. Head on over to beffers.shop today.